When I started my entrepreneurial journey, I didn't really know what marketing was. When I built my first app about 10 years ago, all I thought about was actually building the software, making sure that it actually provided value to the users. I didn't understand how to bring users in. I didn't understand the importance of having an audience to whom you can advertise. All I thought about was building the app. I worked under the idea of if they build it, if you build it, they will come. Of course, I built it and nobody came. I built a lot of applications. I tried software for web designers to post their portfolios on. I built software for help desks to help manage requests coming in from customers. I built project management software specifically for Scrum teams. I also build simple applications here and there just to kind of solve small problems that I came across. In all of those situations, I had very little users coming in. The last one that I built, I was able to bring in at least 1,000 users to kind of try and figure out whether this application was useful, but that was done through a lot of advertising rather than through any marketing that I was doing. It was only when I started to dig into the marketing world and trying to understand what marketing was, why it was useful, and how to do it right that I start to attract users, build an audience, and then at that point I can actually start to sell a product to somebody who would want it. And that understanding, that epiphany happened about 2 years ago when I started building my audience on LinkedIn. At the time, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I didn't really know that I was doing marketing. I thought I was just going to grow my following, build up my following, and that at some point I will make some money somehow. What I was actually doing, I was starting my marketing campaign and building up an audience through which that I can convert to leads, and then leads I would convert to customers. It took some time until I actually started selling products, and then trial and error. When I was building a product, a course for interviews, I was I had the lead magnet set up, which was the tell me about yourself PDF and how to answer the first interview question. That would bring in customers, that would bring in leads into my funnel, and then through that funnel, I would convert them at some point and sell them the course. Now, all of this was kind of done haphazardly. I would just write a lead magnet or write some posts, see that these posts are doing well, convert them into a lead magnet, put them onto a landing page, and then advertise the landing page through my content, and then bring the people into my list. I didn't really have an idea or a plan on how to do it well and how to do it right. It was at some point that I kind of got tired of doing this haphazardly and decided to put together a plan that would work. And looking back at all the things that I've done, and looking back at all the things that I've learned, all the books I've read, all the videos I've watched, I realized that marketing is actually pretty simple, but it's very hard. The reason why it's simple is because of what marketing is. Marketing is a way to tell the market about the product or service that you offer. And the way you do that is by either advertising, that's where the advertising comes from, or by helping people by doing free work or offering free content or offering free help in some way, in one form or another. These two forms of marketing have been around for ages. If you think back to, let's say, Athens of 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago, if you wanted to sell something, you would go to the market, which would be in the middle of the city, in the center of the city. And at that market, you would tell people or advertise the services and products that you had to offer. You would literally say, buy my bread, buy my chairs, buy my horses, whatever it may be, whatever you were selling, you would advertise that to anybody who would be passing by. Alternatively, you could go to your neighbors and you can say, hey, if you have a broken fence, I can help you repair it for free. if you tell your other neighbors that I've done this for you. This would be that other form of marketing where you offer a service or give away a product for free in the hopes that people will hear about it, appreciate it, and then it will pay you for additional work. In the online world, nothing has changed. The market is actually moved from physical to virtual, although we still have physical markets. But the virtual market now, you still have to find that virtual market where you can advertise your product or service, or where you can offer free help, as in free content, free solutions to problems to people in that market. Once I understood this concept, this idea that nothing really changed, everything kind of just shifted from one medium to another, I realized what a marketing plan should be. And I've thought about it for a while, and I put together the two-phase marketing plan that I now apply in my own work. And the two-phase marketing plan is simple. It has two phases. Phase one, find leads, and then phase two, capture them and then nurture them and nurture those leads. After, there's a third phase, but that third phase is already part of sales. This is where you actually sell whatever you have to sell, apply sales techniques and all of that. So there's marketing, and then there's sales. Now, in phase one, there are 3 steps. One, you have to select your target market. Basically, you have to go and find a market where the people who would potentially could buy your product or service already congregate. In the physical world, you would actually go to a fish market if you wanted to sell fish. If you wanted to sell furniture market, you would go to a furniture market. Now you go to a furniture store and you sell furniture through a furniture store. Other options are online markets all over the place, like eBay, for example, is a marketplace where people who go to buy used things or buy things that other people are selling individually or things that are hard to find. So first, you need to find the target market. Where are the people who you want to sell to hang out most? So understand who you want to sell to, and then find out where they are, where they hang out. Once you've found that, you have kind of 2 options. One, you can start and create a product and then go and try to sell it immediately. In this case, your phase 2 is completely out of the picture because you have a product and you just go and sell in the market. If you don't have that, or if you are selling in an online sphere, the second option is to go through that second step and then the second phase after that. So the second step would be, after you found your market, is to create your free offer. And the free offer is something that you want to give away for free. It's either a lead magnet, which is a solution to a specific problem, or some sort of free pro bono service like a consultation, or a free product that you want to give away to get people to, in exchange for people's information. So this free offer, you want to create it, figure out exactly what people would actually take, and then later on you want to exchange that free offer for an email address. So that's the whole idea there. Now, step 3, once you have your free offer, is to drive traffic to your storefront, as it were. And then from that storefront, you want to convert that traffic into your list. So the drive traffic is about creating content, offering free solutions. There's 2 ways to kind of drive traffic. One is to use advertising, and the other one is to create free content on the platform of your choosing. So once that's kind of there, once that's is set up, this phase 1, which is you select your target market, you figure out what the free offer you're going to want, you figure out how you're going to drive traffic, which way. Phase 2 is to capture and nurture. So the goal here is take that traffic that you're driving towards your platform and then direct it to your landing page. And landing page is literally your storefront, your own storefront, where you want to give the free offer to the visitors in exchange for their information, in this case email. Sometimes you want to capture address or things like that. Once you've done that, once you've driven traffic to the landing page and captured the lead, what you want to do is you want to nurture the lead. And the way you do that is by continuously offering value to your leads. So talking about the problems they may encounter in this whatever specific category that your niche is in, talking about giving free solutions, offering free advice, offering free samples, free products, all of these things. This is how you create value. The goal here is to make yourself the authority, and in whatever category that you're in the eyes of your leads. Your leads will see you as the person, the go-to person to solving these problems. As you're nurturing the leads, you're building your authority, you're building the trust, you're building a relationship. At that point, you can start sending them, which is the step 3. The third step, you can start sending them to your sales pages, your conversion pipeline. Sales is different from marketing, because sales, you want to convince them to buy. Marketing is to bring them in and to nurture them, get them ready to buy. So that's the third step, is put them into your sales pipeline where you can actually convert, whether it's through a website where you offer all of the things, you talk about all the benefits and talk about what you're going to get and then ask them to buy, or through a phone call, through a consultation, or through a self-serve sign up if it's a website or a web application that you're trying to sell. So that's how I'm thinking about marketing and my 2-phase marketing plan. Let me quickly recap this. So the 2 phases are: 1, find leads. 2, phase 2 is capture and nurture leads. In the phase 1, there are 3 steps. You want to select your target market and then figure out where your target audience is located. You want to craft your free offer, and then you want to drive traffic to your platform of choice, because in this case we're talking about social media platform. Phase 2 is you want to capture leads and then via a landing page. So in this case, you want to take that traffic from your social media and then redirect it into your landing pages. And then once you've done that, you want to convert them into leads. Once they are your leads, they're in your list through email by exchanging lead magnet for an email. Then you want to nurture them by giving them more information, providing value, creating a bond, building authority in their mind of you being the authority on whatever subject that you're on, that you want to be an authority on. Once you've done that, then you want to send them to the sales page to convert them from leads into customers. And that's the 2-phase marketing plan. If you're looking for a roadmap on how to get your first 1,000 leads, check out the link below and download my 1,000 leads roadmap. It's free. All I'm asking for is an email, and you also will get 27 days of marketing and business advice that I've collected over the past 2, 3, 5, 10 years, however long I've been around. All right, I'll see you next time.